Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me or have never seen me before, my name is Bree. I am an LA-based freelance makeup artist as well as a full-time content creator. I create all things beauty, fashion, lifestyle. I have been freelancing in Los Angeles over the past 3 years and I have learned a lot over my time with different textures, different skin tones, different skin types. If you're not already, follow me on my socials or just be friends with me on YouTube. I post weekly uploads on my channel, and if you guys want to see 4 ways to make your makeup last all day, then keep on watching. So the common question that I have from all of my clients is, how do I get my makeup to last all day? Another common question that I get all the time is, how do I get my makeup to not smudge, smear, or crease? These are just tips that I have taken into my own research on my clients. I've done and tested these. I wore and tested these products on myself, these techniques. A lot of work that has to either last over 10 hours or just under hard lighting. It works every time, and I have over the years discovered what works for me and what doesn't work for me personally also. The number one question: why is my waterproof mascara becoming runny? If you're a fan of waterproof makeup, we must remember and keep in mind that not all makeup is oil proof. So it might be waterproof, but it's not oil proof. You wear waterproof eyeliner, waterproof mascara, and you still tend to find mascara running or just your eyeliner smudging, and you're thinking to yourself, what is happening? I thought that this was waterproof. I recommend to set your eyes with translucent powder, meaning you probably have oily eyelids. If you have oily eyelids, that waterproof mascara or waterproof product is not protected by the oil. Having oily eyelids is natural, and that is something that we cannot fix. Also, if you touch your eyes a lot, I know personally I touch my eyes a lot and it's a bad habit of mine, but the oils from your hands are now being transferred onto your eyes, and that gets on your eyelashes. Therefore, if you have a waterproof mascara and you're touching your eyes all throughout the day, and by lunch you have mascara all over the place touching your eyes, which have oil, which are breaking down the product. One thing that I can recommend to do is get a translucent powder. Any type, it doesn't matter. You can buy a mini actual loose setting powder, or you can just grab this one from Essence. This is the Essence All About Matte translucent powder. It is a mattifying setting powder. They sell it at Ulta for $3.99. I'll have it linked below also. What I would recommend is to keep that on you at all times in your purse, and also keep a fluffy eyeshadow brush. You can sweep this across your eyelids and mattify the oils that are on your eyelid. Once you've mattified your eyelid, then you can go in and apply the mascara. And that goes for eyeliner too. The powder acts as an absorbent, so it will not smudge or smear your product. It will absorb any oil from moving around. You can apply as needed throughout the day as well. Now onto an eyeliner tip. If you have a waterproof eyeliner in your waterline and you find that it still moves around and doesn't stay on throughout the day, you can try to dry your eye. People just take like a little napkin and they apply it like to their eye, and they like close their eye and that absorbs some water. But if that doesn't work, you can get a kohl-based liner. The kohl acts as an absorbent of the water. The kohl-based pencils are actually intended and made for your waterline for this specific reason. Just because your eyeliner says that it is waterproof doesn't mean that you need to place it directly in your waterline. Unlike the kohl, when you just place the waterproof eyeliner straight directly into your waterline, the water repels from that liner, making it look like chunky and weird, and it might separate and might not last all day. When you place the kohl before the liner, it'll just snatch it up and it'll last all day. Collections that I know have a few variety of colors is the Sephora collection kohl liner. I also have a beige one, so I recommend, if you are going to be doing like colorful liner, get the beige kohl, place that directly on top of your waterline, then go on top with those colorful liners. This will keep the color all day and no like pastiness will be happening. Another common place where I even seen on myself that foundation wouldn't stick to is around my nose. This happens a lot to all of us. First of all, our skin on our nose is a little bit different than the rest of our body. This happens to all skin types. This is an area where our oil glands are, so we typically produce a little bit more oil and our pores are a little bit more apparent. I do personally to fix that creasing and separation around my nose with foundation is to not use foundation. What I do actually is I apply concealer around my nose. Concealers are full coverage and they are meant to cover. They do have higher pigments, and that is why we use them. Also, if you use a full coverage concealer, a little can go a long way. Concealer, oftentimes also, if you leave it to dry for a 5 to 10 seconds, gets more tacky and more full coverage. I love to use concealer around my nose. I place it around the both sides of my nose. The way that I set it is also a very key factor into how it stays on for so long. Today I'm actually using the Fit Me concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers by Maybelline, and it is in the shade Sand. So setting your makeup is important, but how do you do that? One thing that I learned over the years of doing makeup freelancing is powder puffs are your best friend. Before powder puffs, I would just go straight in with my damp sponge that I was using at the time, and I noticed that my powders would look patchy or inconsistent at times. Sometimes they would look good, sometimes they wouldn't, and I just hate having to find out the hard way after my whole face is beat. What I did was I went on Amazon, found a pack of powder puffs, the microfiber cloth ones, and I love these. They're washable, you can reuse them multiple times. The cloth fibers on the microfibers in the powder puff keeps all of the powders in those little small areas, and having control over the puff allows you to press in the makeup. What I do is I press it against my nose, and it literally absorbs all that cream or any liquid products that I have on my face. What I love about this is that not only does it press in the powder and just create a airbrush like finish, soft matte finish, which is what I love, also keeps the coverage. I feel like when I was using those beauty blenders, it would take up and absorb a lot of the product, which is not what I was going for. I was just going to set the product. So I love that the powder puffs don't really pick up product that you already set down. Also, powder puffs are much larger in size, so they can cover a bigger surface area, unlike a beauty sponge. This can help so much with time. Also, if you're on set and you're timed and you don't have a lot of time and you have multiple people that you're doing makeup on, using these powder puffs are just so clutch. I hope that these tips can help you in any way with your longevity of your makeup. If you do use any of these tips, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback. That is all for today's video. If you guys want more videos like this, let me know in the comments and I will make a few more. I appreciate you guys so much. I will see you on my next one.